people. Welcome to the Mrs. Best Reviews channel. I am freshly clocked out, so I'm in a great mood. Let's welcome James from the Watch Your Mouth Reviews channel here. Hello, mate.
Hello, everybody. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the videos. Comment. Let us know you're watching. Let us know how you feel. We love those things. We love to interact with you guys, but please be respectful. This ain't easy getting up here.
Ciao. Let the people know. Let the people know. If I could get the correct picture up here, I would put the announcement. Let's see if I have the right picture up here. Nope, that's me. Well, I'm like,
you tried.
I tried. Anywho, we're gonna be having a
I'm
live.
looking cute in this color, though. I like it.
Not you say he looking cute, y'all. A mess. We are going to be heading into a live after this one. Let's see if I can get the picture. There we go. We are going to be heading into a live after this live. It is going to be on myself and James's new joint channel, which is titled the Watch Your Best Friends channel. Best is spelled with a 3 and not a E. That'll be right after this live. So tune in. We'll be going live. James has done work putting together some fun icebreakers for us, some games. And we're going to be more open instead of just talking shit about these random people we don't know on the internet. So there you have it. In the meantime, y'all, we are here to go over Love and Hip Hop Miami. I got to go over it because y'all watch our recaps. And honestly, I appreciate y'all for watching our recaps. I genuinely do. But I'm just like, it's driving me crazy. But before we move forward, let's say hello to everyone who's here and also remind you to see the link in the description to subscribe to James's channel, the Watch Your Best Friends channel, as well as Kiwan JTV and Shayna_MCD TV and Also Best. Speaking of Kiwan, she is here.
She is here.
Good afternoon.
Hey.
Or good evening, because she's 2 hours ahead, I believe.
Yes.
Y'all, this episode, they called it The Tables Turned, but I didn't feel like any tables turned. I just did not.
There was one table that did.
He is really trying. I cannot. Lord help us. This episode was it was cool because we got a little update on Zoe Brinks. We started the episode with her. We saw that she has noticeably lost a lot of weight. I think she said she lost, it was either 128 or 178 pounds. She had the gastric sleeve. It's a common weight loss surgery. I respect her for doing it. It's very difficult to lose weight naturally. It also takes incredibly long. So if you were the size that Zoe is, weight loss becomes sometimes a life-saving measure, a healthy thing. And I appreciate her for acknowledging that while also embracing her health. You can be big and love yourself big and also choose to get smaller. Lizzo, there's your example. But Kiwan says she was I was here for the one that turned the table. Listen, I think we all were.
We all were, yeah.
But I mean, I'm happy that Trina and them are standing for Zoe, but I kind of feel like they only stood for her because they knew that they were going to see her. I don't have much to say about it as of yet. Did you have anything to say about that first opening scene with Zoe?
You know what? No, I don't have anything much to say. She looks great. I'm going to say that. I'm proud of her for taking the initiative, even if it is surgery. Sometimes surgery, y'all, isn't a bad thing. Like in the cases that are trying to get healthy, we see it on a lot of different shows where people are considering surgery to do the weight loss because sometimes it is harder. And I'm learning that even in my own personal struggles with my knee, you guys, it is hard for me to work out. Like they had to up my hours at physical therapy just to get me back into a pace. So it is difficult. So I commend anybody that one has the money to do it and two has the willpower to do it and the patience. So she looks great as the final result. And I know she's doing even more being at the gym, staying dedicated. We are proud of you, Zoe. We are glad that you're taking it serious and not poking fun at the surgery. We are happy for that.
Yeah, I think that's a great thing for her. So good for her for that. Kiwan, that's what I'm saying. These women do not mess with Zoe like that, but they're going to. Because when someone says I'm leaving my city because my city don't support me, the city always suddenly starts to show out. We see that a lot here in the Bay Area. I don't know if y'all notice, a lot of the Bay Area artists that get really big and make it here have to leave because they be kind of hating on each other locally while also celebrating the culture together. It's a weird thing. I can't really explain it unless you're from here, but sometimes you gotta leave home for home to appreciate
I
you.
just think it's because not to take away from Zoe, but she was a little unorthodox. Like she was a little all over the place. And not to say that Trina and Trick aren't, but I'm just saying they have a respectability politic with them versus her coming into the game and being that entitled. I did see slightly where they were coming from. I did see that.
Yeah, she was expecting her album to blow up last season, and it's like we barely getting to know you. Mind you, Zoe Brinks is super talented, but
Yes.
talent is not always going to be enough. And then you're also in a city like Miami. In Miami, you don't just need talent. You need talent, you need looks, you need clout. You just do. And she
Well,
didn't have all of the things that would fit the aesthetic of Miami. She just didn't. But now she's
well, what people have to keep in mind is even though Miami is a huge metropolitan city, it's not LA, New York, or Atlanta. So we also have to keep that in mind too, where people's mainstream is not going to go directly to Miami unless they're familiar with Miami. People are going to resonate more with those three cities as opposed to Miami. Now, it is a good stomping ground to get started. It really is because a lot of up and coming talent are so focused on living because you need 3 jobs to work out there. Trust me, I used to live there. I know. So you need 3 jobs to get there. But if you coming out there and kind of still in the spotlight, getting a slot at its club, performance stuff, you can make it to some reality. But I'm just saying, like, for that, you got to think about it like Miami, it's a great city. But as far as trying to make it to the big streams, she probably would have considered another city. I'm just saying.
I think she could have made it music related to Miami because that's entirely different from much of what you said in turn. Because you can make it to the big leagues, but the big leagues, when it relates to hip hop, is entirely different. She's doing the right thing to get noticed, is what I'll say. But we're gonna come back to Zoe. I do appreciate you, Kiwan. I do hope that the people who hear like the video. I appreciate you. Thank you. Rada complaining about Michael Blackson.
Oh my God.
Claudia. Listen, Rada, I don't know what the hell you expected when you got with him, but you getting what you said that you were okay with, and now you're complaining about it. I don't know what you want me to do, baby girl. I don't know.
I don't know what I don't know what getting up here crying every week on these episodes of Love and Hip Hop. I get the check. I do. I get the whole placement of exposing your relationship. I get all that. But once again, it's not like we don't know who you are. And it's not like we ain't seen the first front of this relationship on another said reality TV show. I don't know what you want from us. Like, I don't know why you sit up here crying. If anything, I would be embarrassed to come back on TV having to explain this to everybody. I would be so embarrassed to come back on TV talking about this relationship with this man and then looking at him every day. All you see is eyes. I'm sorry. I would not. I just wouldn't.
The thing with Rada is she was doing this before she got the reality TV check. So she went into her relationship with Michael always being okay with it. I can't fully feel bad for her. Claudia Jordan is coming by, her and her lisp and that voice. And they're talking about a Breakfast Club interview. I do remember Michael Blackson did this Breakfast Club interview. We were aware at the time that he had been signed onto the show. So me and James and DMs was like, they must be filming. And look at this, they were. So he made a comment on the Breakfast Club because people were like, so you might have another baby coming, but Rada just had a baby, but you're in an open relationship, but you're engaged. Are you actually going to marry her? And he was kind of making a joke like he'll never marry another bitch again. And to me, that's not a joke. I believe if a man says that, believe him.
Yep.
That's just my personal opinion. But Claudia was trying to make it seem as though, well, Claudia has sense. Rada's trying to make it seem as though maybe it was a joke or that, but he just goes and embarrasses me. And I'm like, I don't think Rada gives a fuck what he does. I think she's mad at the embarrassment more because whenever something comes up that he's done, that's the only thing she brings up. And he wants to go and make a fool of me. And I'm just like, okay. Then Rada learns from Claudia that Nadia, and Claudia is not the best friend. And I'm going to tell y'all why. If you know your friend is crashing out, don't send her every piece of information on social media of the public figure that she's with that you know is going to upset her. Claudia, you know this girl gonna get mad and then stay with him. So why even waste the time telling her? But she shows Rada this Instagram clip of Nadia, the other baby mama, who is joking, kind of pissed me off about how they said it's too soon for him to fly on the plane, but oh well, we're out here. That's so bad for
that poor baby. Oh my God.
Like, I hate when people rush to put babies on planes. Like, unless you absolutely have to. It's quiet as kept. When I have a baby, I'm not putting my child on the plane until your ears is developed, you can walk, you can all of that.
I always say like 4 or 5 maybe is like probably the better time, because a lot of development stages have already happened. But when you flying with infants and like toddlers, like 2 and 3 years old, I'm like, oh, I don't think that is a good experience.
And a lot of people act annoyed. And yes, it can be annoying to hear a screaming child. I really think they need to do family flights, but I'll digress there. But I feel like I always feel bad for the little babies when I hear them screaming on the plane, because I know my ears still hurt when the plane goes up and down, popping. So I can imagine a little baby stationed to just feeling pain from that air pressure change, because that's I can imagine. But the baby mama's coming. Rada's pissed off, and Claudia asked a good question, because Rada's like, I'm gonna leave him if she comes, and Claudia asked a question we all wanted to ask: why the fuck would he believe you? You threaten him all the time, you give him ultimatums all the time, and you stay. Why would he believe you? He don't take you seriously.
She don't take herself seriously either. Once again, this is a lady from Phoenix. I let me explain something to you. That lady is gonna ride this until that man is in the ground. She is not going anywhere. No time soon, no time present, no time future, no time, and she didn't go nowhere in the past either. So I don't have anything to say. Like, Claudia, you wasting your good breath. Mm-hmm. I would just sit there and just look at her and be like, I'm here to collect my check, and do what you need to do. I
have friends like this, and I still support them because I care about them. But for the most part, I let them cry and be like, I am so sorry. You don't deserve that. I'm sorry this is happening.
I don't even say that no more.
But that's all. Well, I'm real.
Yeah, I know you. I got you. Because, and here's the thing. I get here. Now, let me hear. I'm somebody, I have not really given someone a second chance yet. I have considered it with a few people, but I haven't done it completely yet. But the thing about it is that after a second time, that should be done. Like, I believe giving people second chances. I do. I just haven't found somebody worthy, I'm just saying of that just yet. But what I'm saying is, when you go on 50 million times, and you went on public television to explain to 50 million times you ain't went nowhere, how are we thinking any other time is different? Please tell me.
Because you think this way don't mean the world think this way. Oh, another thing. Rada talks to Claudia about the nasty looking pimp and Cat, the Kent Jones. I can't believe that's the same guy. But anywho, she talks to Claudia about that, and Claudia picked up what we all pick it up. Clearly, these people trying to recruit her. It's kind of like predatory too, in a weird kind of creepy way. Like,
it is creepy.
We're gonna get to them later because they really grossed me out this episode. But Rada says Michael Blackson won't eat her cat. Meow. This is actually something I've heard amongst island, like Jamaican men, African men. They say they don't eat the box, they eat it.
They do. Yeah, they do.
But in Rada's case, he probably really ain't eating it, because now she's talking about, because that's the first thing Claudia said. You want her to eat your cat. You're just trying to get your cat down. I'm like, what kind of friendship is this? What is...
First of all, why do you know this, Claudia? Like, Rada, you ain't got no couth. Like, you got to share that kind of intimate detail.
I'm saying, like, $49.99 for a Rose toy. Why do you have to?
I wouldn't even have went that far. There's some things that I should never know. There's some things that I should never know as a friend. There's certain things I'm not going to say as a friend. I do not know not a damn thing about Mrs. Best's sex life. Not a damn thing. One, that ain't none of my business. Two, I don't really want to know, because I know her husband as well. So I don't need to know this. Like, I just don't need to know.
Like this. Like, like, what is happening? But honestly, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, we done had some explicit conversations, and we'll probably have some after dark lives on our new
yeah, because
channel.
y'all want them for so badly.
Nasty,
y'all nasty people.
Yeah, but it's not like even then we're not gonna discuss it in detail. But you know what? To each his own. Rada and Claudia go straight to hell. Did you have anything to add?
No, you said it perfectly and graciously how I would have said it. They both can go straight to hell because that was things we did not need to know. And if that's what y'all share in y'all friendship, God bless you. But I did not need to know that.
Y'all, well, anywho, I cannot. Amara is happy. Oh Lord, Kiwan said, "I'm."
Kiwan, see, I really was like, okay, let's just say it and just never do it, and then like see people forget about it, so that way we don't have to do.
Oh no, I'm nasty. That's the exciting thing for me. I would love
okay, and y'all did not know anything about me. I am a prude. I am a prude. I am not like in any shape, way, or form sexual. Now I have a very good imagination. I do, but when it comes to me physically trying, no, I am a prude, y'all. I still have my V card.
You ain't had nobody crack your back right. That's all. When you get the right, you be surprised. Lord, Amara is happy that Miami Tips man has done her dirty. Shay comes by loud as hell. I had to turn my television down by 10 notches because she screams every time she's in a room just talking. And I'm looking and I'm like, it's a table full of side bitches. Eliza, Miss, give everybody on Tory Lanez's jet a little taste of what her throat working with, and then take turkey baster to keep them. And then you got Shay, who went and found an island man that belongs to several island and landlocked women. And then you have Amara, who is upset at the fact that her baby daddy's wife keeps coming up. The wife. So I'm looking like this is a table full of dumb side bitches that, with the exception of Amara, need to fire their makeup artists and plastic surgeons. But Amara wants to sit down with Miami Tips ex because Eliza Rand gave her the idea to basically fight fire with fire, turn the tables on her, the same way Tip sat down with Alan's wife, not Alan. She actually cussed out Alan. Now Amara says, well, I'm going to sit down with Tip's ex. Sitting down with your baby daddy's wife doesn't seem like a big deal. Now, if she would have sat down with your baby daddy, fine. But the baby daddy's wife, I'm like, what the fuck did you expect? So I'm so confused. But I really was just truly confused by the scene. I don't really have much to say except these bitches is dumb and looking to start a problem and ain't met they match yet. James, do you have anything to add before I get to the comments?
I have two things. Mm-hmm. One, Shay, like Kiwan's comment said, you got mad when Amara didn't stick up for you when you got accused of calling the federale hood on Alan. But now you mad because you tell she didn't need to mediate. She need to be up in your face and in your business. Which one is it? We're all confused. We're all confused on what do you want from her then? Do you just want a yes man? Because if so, that's what you need to say on TV. But we're all confused. And then two, Eliza,
just be quiet.
Just what is it really necessary to get her that information to say she need to go sit down with this woman's ex? That was to me the most crass thing ever, because no, she doesn't need to do that.
This is a table full of side bitches and baby mamas that give the ignorant stereotype that exists.
It gives it life. Yes.
Yeah. Like these are the women that keep negative black stereotypes going. That table. Not everybody on this show, but that table. Kiwan says she's confused with Shay because she was mad that Amara didn't take up for her, but she told her she didn't need to.
It was so confusing.
Yeah. I don't honestly, you guys, when Shay speaks, I put it in one ear and out the other. Shay talks to talk. She says whatever is going to make her look good or that she thinks is important. Shay doesn't have consideration for anybody outside of Shay's mind. So when Shay talks, I don't think she realizes it. I'm looking at her eyebrows like, how can they draw her eyebrows from like the bridge of her nose all the way over there? I'm looking at her wig like, I bet you if I put it on the scale, it might weigh as much as my cat, a smooth 13 pounds. I look like when it came to Shay, when this bitch talked, I don't pay her no mind. I haven't listened to a word that Shay has said since Flavor of Love. That episode
I don't
where
think any of us have.
dance. Like I don't care,
I don't
Shay.
think any of us really pay any close attention to her. She's just vapid and just extra for no reason.
This Kiwan, I agree. The only way you could prove your loyalty to Shay is if you fight with her. And if you don't, we've seen her do this to her mama, her brother, her friends, her baby daddy. If you don't engage in a fight with Shay, then you're not loyal. You're the worst person. You're the spawn of the earth. Like, she's a simple bitch. She old as hell too. Pretty soon she ain't gonna be able to fight. Shay gonna be the Carly Red of Love and Hip Hop Miami if they would have kept it going. Hi, Shayna.
Hi, Shayna. Thank you for being here, friend.
Y'all go check out Shayna. I think she did a Ready to Love review. She was like, why did this season happen? I was laughing. I do watch that show. I just don't recap it. And I had the same thoughts, Shayna. So thank you for sharing them publicly. The link to her channel is in the description, as well as the link to Kiwan JTV's channel. We collab with both of these ladies. I enjoy collabing with them. I'm waiting to collab with Shayna. The only show we got is Never Ever Miss that we both do, like at the same time. And I don't know if that shit's
coming. I was like, is it coming back?
I don't know, because they last.
Because I know my show, date my mom, my son, meet my son, whatever that shit was. I recap. That's not coming back.
Of course not. I knew it wouldn't.
That's not coming back.
I knew it would.
Yeah,
that was a terrible idea.
It was really terrible. The men wasn't shit, and it was like,
oh, needs help. And that one Christian mama, I just know she got some. I cannot.
We read her for filth on my channel. Lord, that lady.
Even all of that. Shayna said they could just end the show. OWN doesn't. You know what I'm noticing, Shayna? OWN does not seem to end shows when it's time to end them. They drag it on. Like down to there. I actually started watching the OWN network when The Haves and the Have-Nots was on, and there was another show. I can't think of the name of it. It was another soap opera, but they kept them shows going for too long. And then reality TV came. I said, oh Lord. And then COVID. Then we got Love and Marriage, and we're stuck. But they just have not let go of it. I could not. She said, I hated both shows. Yeah, the Somebody Son was terrible.
Yes. Oh my God.
I remembered her name, Charlisa. Lord, I can't. Hypocrite. Charlisa. She probably watching this channel mad as hell. Didn't she comment on your channel upset?
She did. Yep. She said, well, y'all didn't see the whole show. So, I don't think it's right for you just to comment on the little part that you saw. And I said, well, that's all we had to go by.
What the fuck are we supposed to do? Just be quiet, lady. Go read your Bible and read the part where it tells you.
She tried to come after me. I said, baby, this ain't the channel for you. Don't watch then. Yeah, she did. She came after me. She did. And the other mom did too. Oh,
I know which one. The one who all the girls ended up leaving.
Yes, her son. Yes, she ended up commenting on my show as well. She wasn't negative per se, but she did say our thoughts were right, that there was more to the story than what we see. Which
she sent me a DM separately and was like, I just love to uplift Black women, and I really appreciated your opinion and giving me the. I was like, what? I feel like I read you for filth, but okay, auntie. Right. I respect my elders. And I agree with this, Shayna. The haves and the have-nots, the storyline, like this is what Tyler Perry does. His storylines be good, right? But the acting, like how it just comes out, doesn't work. But I stayed in it. And people keep asking me to cover, why is the name of it? Beauty, I can't think of the name. Beauty and Black.
Beauty and Black? Okay.
Yes, because I'm a huge Beauty and Black fan. My hair braider, shout out to Melita. They want me to cover Beauty and Black because it's coming back, I think, in a couple weeks. I don't know. But Shayna, if you cover Beauty and Black, I may hit you up to collab because I feel like you do, but I can't remember. Not Mama
Oh,
Auntie. Kiwan's memory is impressive.
it is. But my memory is impressive with her as well. I wasn't the biggest fan of her,
James
so
read Oma for filth every time she was
I
on the screen.
absolutely did because I just felt like to me, first of all, I didn't believe, and I think that's why the winner of that show of his season one actually stuck with him. I think that's the reason why she never hit me back. It's because I didn't believe that dude was straight. I did not believe that. I'm sorry. I
They
know what.
together. Ain't nobody seen not a damn picture, not a follow up. They not together. They not. And I'm mad at her for letting that boy feel all on your booty like that. I'm mad
Me
at it.
too.
I'm mad at it. Lord,
I,
Beauty and Black will come back in March. Y'all are saying I'm considering it. I might give it a try, but I don't know if I want to do like a regular recap. I might honestly just hit up Shayna and Kiwan and do like a panel talking shit because I be needing to talk shit. I do. Lord help us. Where were we with this live? Did you comment on Miami Tip in the sit down? I feel like you did.
We'll sit down with.
Or not the sit down, but did you or did we comment on them sitting
Yeah, we
down?
can. Yeah, we can move forward. Yeah, we're good. We can move forward.
More Rada. Rada pulls up on Dirty Pimp and his cat, and because that's just what I see when I see Kent Jones and his lady. They're taking pictures of her feet because she wants to get into the foot fetish thing. Rada, you could have went to that website. I keep seeing the Hollywood Unlocked keep posting Feet Finder, whatever the hell.com or whatever. You could have done that. You didn't need to go with this lady and this man and his face. But his eye scares me. I'm not trying to be mean, but it does. It's just how he be looking and holding his face with that damn Lucky Charms leprechaun hat on. He's always just glittered as hell. I'm tired of him and how he looks. I really am. And it's not even his health. And I feel like he'll lean into that. It's just like bad clothing, bad skin, tired, bad, thin perm. Like, I just know he left Dark and Lovely in his hair too long. Every time I look at him, he irritates me. But Rada goes to see them and they invite her into, I don't know how to call it, because the other girl was like, I run the relationship. How you going to tell a bitch that in your situation, you run the relationship and pick the girls and you're the queen and have control, and then try to invite her after she's complaining because she's not the queen and has no control of her situation? That was odd. Rada declined. I struggled to get through this scene. I genuinely struggled to get through this scene.
It just like, it looks like porn. It just looks like somebody's greasy 70s shag carpet truck. I'm just no. I literally was in the like watching it on Rada to run as fast as you can.
When she declined and gave them each a hug and a kiss, she leaves and then they sit down and he's like, yeah, she'll come around.
I said, no.
It gave me the heebie-jeebies.
I said, no. What does that mean? Like, what are you talking about? No, she doesn't. Like, Rada, please don't entertain this. Like, please don't. You have better sense than this. Like, please.
She does.
At least one will hope. See, look, I try to give it to you, Rada. I try to say you would have had better sense, but we just gonna think you got better sense than this because this is just creepy. Who allowed
this on television, on the Black Entertainment Television Network
of all things? Yes, Mona. No play.
If we ever get a hold of Mona, she's on timeout. One, for the wigs that she's been wearing for years, and then the second reason that she's on timeout is because of this, because this is too much.
This is too much. This is unnecessary, Mona. This is like, I know Mona ain't doing this for real, y'all. I totally got all of that, but I'm blaming Mona for this. I am blaming Mona. In the words of For It's Rocks or It's Rocks on YouTube, Mona, bitch, is your fault.
Shame. I just cannot. But Rada learns that Nadia is coming to Miami with the baby, all of these crazy things. She's still crashing out about that. We'll come back to it. Ching Diamond. her big ass. Now she is sick and tired of not being able to make strides in her career. She keeps talking about, I could have stayed in Omaha. And I looked at this scene with Ching and I said to myself, you just as dumb as your mama. You ever look at somebody who's just like historically unnecessarily ghetto to the T and stereotype? No shade. Ching Diamond and her whole fucking family give that. You could tell that she don't know no better because of her mama. Because she said herself, it looks like the cycle repeated. If we go back to her first season, she said, my mom is my manager. My mom is also a rapper. My mom wasn't there for me too much because she was a rapper, and my grandma raised me. Then Ching went to jail. Her mom's also done time. She said her whole family's done time. Ching's mama took care of her daughter while she was in jail, and then Ching got out of jail and did her music, and now her mom taking care of her daughter. And the little baby is, I'm assuming, with her mom or sister too, because she leaving them. I said, what, y'all just a family full of bitches that'll leave your daughters for what? For what? Riddle me that, because if I'm leaving my baby, and I'm not a mom, but if I'm gonna leave my child, especially a newborn, after I done did a bid in prison, it better be because I got a career like Cardi B, Lotto, Megan Thee Stallion. I better be fucking big and relevant and bigger than Love and Hip Hop. I'm just saying, I don't understand what Ching is doing and why she's doing it. And her mom is listening to her talk, and Ching is like, yeah, you know, Marquez, he's still tripping. I'm not giving him the DNA test. I'm not doing it. And her mom is just like, okay, yeah, well, I think it would be best for you to stay in Miami for your career. And I'm just like, we just gonna skip over the fact that your daughter just told you she don't know who her baby daddy is and is refusing to do a DNA test while keeping a nigga involved that really don't know if he has to be involved. Ching, where's your daddy? I got questions now. Somebody do an ancestry test on these people, because I'm confused on what's happening. Things get even worse with Ching Diamond, because then she moves on to discuss Zoe Brinks. She tells her mama that Zoe Brinks is sabotaging her. I said, Ching, Zoe was trying to be a friend to you, Ching, but you're the friend that gets mad at your friend and says that they are betraying you when they tell you the truth about your situation. So I'm just looking like, you know what? I cannot. James, how would you like to respond to Ching Diamond's? He said nope.
Well, since Ashley was the one that brought it onto this platform, then you tell them what it means, Ashley. Shout out to Dr. Wendy Osefo, but I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have anything nice to say at all. I just don't, because I just see delusions of grandeur. I see like a case study that needs to be examined. I see neglectful mothers that raise angry ass daughters. I see just a lot going on that the cycle is just going to repeat itself. That's all I'm gonna give y'all, because that's what it is. It is clear as day. Yeah, it's clear as day.
It's just ignorance. Shayna says she dead wrong for not giving him that DNA test, and he's a fool for signing the birth certificate.
No, he want to put it on his taxes. Remember, Shayna?
First of all, I'd like to explain to everybody that just because you're on a birth certificate does not mean that you're able to claim the child on taxes.
Hello.
And if you're a father and you're not married, you should have thought about that before busting that good one and the chick that you did not marry. Because if the woman is actually taking care of her child, she'll likely have the rights to that tax document. Other things. Please don't sign no birth certificate if you're not 179% sure that that baby belongs to you. If you think for a shadow of a doubt that you may end up having to call Maury Povich and have him come up out of retirement, don't sign the birth certificate. You can sign it at a different time if you're unsure, and nothing's wrong with that. And if you're in a situation where you are unsure, your situation ain't gonna work anyway. Quite a skip. But that is all for our little lesson here in not being like Ching Diamond. Something wrong with her. Beautiful girl, very talented, stupid as hell, just dumb as bricks. Speaking of dumb, we have to discuss Nadia, Michael's Egyptian side chick turned baby mama. Her dumb ass is in Florida talking about everyone online is saying I'm a side chick, but who's on the side now?
You know,
Thank you, James.
You know,
and I hollered when she said, "Who's on the side now?" And then she looked, "Where are we going?" Oh, this is Fort Lauderdale, and I'm thinking of James and what he told me about geography. He said, "I'm gonna have you close, but not too close."
Yeah.
And then she's celebrating not being on the side. He shows her a house that is literally tucked in the side in between two houses.
And I know exactly where that house is, by the way.
James used to work for the post office. He knows.
Yes, I know exactly where that house is. Yes.
But I'm like, I didn't see anything wrong with the house. If someone were to give me that house, I'm grateful. But
no, I think
having a baby would get Michael Blackson to buy you a nicer house. He don't want your baby.
Well, first of all, he ain't buying, he renting. That house is about $2,200 a month. And as I told you, I used to live there. I lived in Fort Lauderdale. I actually lived in Oakland Park. So yes.
$2,200 a month for a house when that's what I pay for my 1-bedroom apartment. I'm in the wrong state.
Well, no, that's not a that's a duplex. See, what they did was it was a house, but they compartmentalized.
We have those here, and they are $4,000 a month.
Oh shit!
You want one that's 1 or 2 bedrooms. So as I was stating, that
I ain't been home in a long time. That's about $2,200 a month. Yeah,
we are now right next to New York and Hawaii, the Bay Area with cost. So there's that.
Unless you
move to the itty bitty city by the bay, and then you're gonna get robbed and bipped. But I digress. Shout out to Vallejo. And shout out to LaRussell. Shout out to the Bay. We are proud right now. He's going to be doing things for the Super Bowl, which is in the Bay Area. We are very proud to have actual artists representing us there. We don't care for the teams because the Niners suck, but you know, what can we do? At least it's here.
Oh, they're going to the Super Bowl?
The Niners? No.
Oh, I was going to say. I don't watch football, so I won't. Who?
No, the Seahawks, I believe, and the Patriots are going.
Oh, okay.
My husband's been watching a lot of football lately. I don't know why. He don't usually do that. Shayna said my 4-bedroom house is almost half of that price, so you are in the wrong state. Yeah, California is expensive. I do live in Oakland. Oakland is the closest city out here to San Francisco, and pretty much the way the Bay Area works is the closer you are to the East Bay, which is where I'm at, or the peninsula, which is San Francisco, the more that you're paying. But even in cities that people don't know about, like El Cerrito and Richmond, you want a 1-bedroom apartment, you better cough up $2,000. It's just how it is in the hood. But you know, y'all keep moving here if you want to. Stop fucking coming here because y'all running the damn rent up as quiet as it's kept. Signed the frustrated.
Not y'all running the rent.
That's what happens. People migrate here. It's hella common from the Midwest, and like a lot of people come from the South, and then the rents go up, and then when the rent goes up, they leave, and then the people who from here and stay here, true Bay Destrians, we end up stuck with high rents, and this happens everywhere. New York, here, Miami. It's always going to be expensive, but live where you like, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Where Shayna's at. I'm about to be your neighbor. Shit. Talking about your 4-bedroom is cheaper. I'm fighting for my life. Anywho, yeah, Nadia's stupid. She's delusional. She's telling Mike, because she's upset at that house. She's like, I want to live like your other family.
Ma'am.
Leave him alone, because if he goes to court, he ain't going to have to provide you none of this and just the child support check. Be careful.
Right.
Be careful.
She just, when I tell you, I ain't never seen somebody so delusional in all my life. Like,
I feel like we have on one of your shows.
Have we?
I think of the person right now.
Oh, bless their hearts.
Y'all, Amara. Oh, I'm missing a comment. People at my company mostly work there, and they're getting paid what I'm getting paid. I have a really good landlord. He never raised my rent. Most of our
I love
landlords
it.
out here aren't private. I wish I kept my old landlord when I was living in Vallejo because he was independent versus property management or big company. My rent didn't go up. He was super understanding. I could pay rent in cash. Like it was wonderful. Now I'm with like I'm in a luxury apartment and it's nice, but yeah, my rent
We love
gets
a
raised.
good landlord because when I tell you, like growing up, I remember I was talking to my mom not too long ago about this. When I lived in Union City, I lived in Seven Hills, and they practically gave us this tri-level home for literally a quarter of the price of what it would be today. Like it was like great black people. They own 2 out of the 6 houses on the block, and
Wow.
entrepreneurs love them. Like love them, love them, love them. It's just, unfortunately hard times and we had to move back to Hayward. How I ended up back in Mount Eden.
I'm sorry, friend.
Right.
Shout out to Mount Eden, no Monarchs. Y'all was just they just did the little Russell video as well. Good for them. Shout out
We'll
to
give
them.
you guys more in our next live on our brand new channel.
He's like, I'm not saying go nothing. Um y'all, Amara meets with Chuck. Chuck is Miami Tip's ex-boyfriend. I'm like, why are you meeting with Amara, Chuck? Like with Miami Tip coming and telling us that she overheard him saying that he's just with her for the show and stuff. I do kind of believe her because no shade, she is not a sight for sore eyes, and I just can't see people getting with her too much for much. But he comes and basically drops a bunch of tea to Amara. He's saying like a fucking canary. When I say he say Tip used to mess with lots of married men. Tip used to be, it sounds like, turning tricks in a strip club. He says that he became exclusive and got with Tip while she was working in the nightlife, and he is the reason that he took her out of the nightlife. He said that Miami Tip wants Amara in her bed and that she has a thing for her. And Amara's like, well. This girl's worried about what I'm doing with my baby daddy, and she's out here hoeing. I said, baby, at least Tip charged. Your dumbass did it for free. If I'm a hoe, I'm going to get some money out of it, not a baby. Okay? I'll be goddamn. But now you got to take care of not one, but 2 babies at once. The man ain't even here and done been hemmed up by the federales or whoever the fuck came and got him. His wife running around making you look crazy, talking about a contract. You did all of this for nothing. At least Tip got money. And as my good friend Shayna said,
None of this was a secret.
She's a stripper in Miami.
First of all, she had a whole book that explained exactly what she did.
She wrote a book.
She wrote a book.
She did her
yes.
And you turning niggas just for.
We know this already. Like, what was you explaining? She already outed herself. That's why I can't wait till we get to this thing because she just sat there, just looked. She's like, I've been told y'all this a long time ago. This ain't new news. Like,
look, Kiwa said Chuck in that side missing tooth pissed me off. Chuck sang like a canary. It didn't surprise me. Niggas is just, let me tell you this, niggas is gonna act like bitches better than we could ever imagine. Okay? People say hell hath no fury like a woman that has been scorned, but I think a nigga that's been played or one-upped or found out is a little bit more dangerous. He went and sang like a canary and always.
I mean, it's gonna get to nothing. Right. It didn't tell us nothing, and this is the reaction I had. Oh, fucking well, you stood by it. So we supposed to like get you a box of tissue and cry with you? Like you stood by her while she was doing this shit. That says a lot about you.
I could not.
Because because I'm serious. Like, no, because to me, when he was saying all this shit, it was like, okay, but you didn't have a problem with it, obviously, because you stood by her through all this. And once again, this was shit we already knew because it's in a book that you can buy on Amazon.
Amara, another thing. You got a lot of fucking nerve thinking you come up on some information about a stripper that admitted her hoe days when you are literally friends with the original reality TV hoe who sat there and competed to kiss on a man that looked like a fucking roach with a substance use problem for nothing. For nothing. Not even a check that'll last. She didn't even get a full scene in the fabulous video that they arguing about from 15 years ago. So while you judging Tip, you sitting with hoes at the table, as I said earlier. I cannot. Let's go to Shayna's comment. It'll make me happy. Shayna said, my friend just sold her house and went back to a luxury apartment, the amenities alone, great. I have kids though. I need the space as much as the utilities are. I might as well buy this. Honestly, they're my friend Megan. Shout out to Megan. I believe her family did that. They were renting a house here in the Bay Area for years from like private landlord. You know, you got a good landlord, you keep them. And eventually, they were like, "Oh, I want to buy the house," because I guess the landlord got older and didn't have like too many kids or family that wanted to deal with it, and they were able to buy the house. Rent to own. You should ask your landlord about it. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Honestly, it was something I was considering doing too, but I need to be in the right state and city for it. I'm not going to do it here, even though they have great programs here. I'm not trying to stay here no longer than I need to. So,
Yeah, there's a reason they have so many great programs. That's what I'll say.
oh yeah, absolutely. I know why too. Yeah, I remember I did the mortgage school.
Lord help us. Let me see here. Shayna said, yay for the new channel. Thank you for your support. Shayna and Kiwan, you guys have both been very supportive. We will be having our first Icebreaker live immediately after this live ends. I will be streaming that live to our Watch Your Best Friends channel. The live will go to Twitch as well, just because it might pull people from Twitch. But other than that, I hope you guys tune in. I shared it. I believe James shared it. Shayna shared it. Kiwan shared it. Y'all been sharing stuff. We appreciate the support.
We appreciate you guys. Yes, absolutely. It means a lot to us. Thank you. Yes.
Lord help us. But yeah, I think we all agree. Tip being a hoe wasn't a secret. So I don't know what they want us to do. I'm not going over Rada and Mike again. She threw the drink at him in the room and all. James, if you want to add something to it.
No, because this is going to be the same song and dance with him and her forever, and I'm over it. Y'all like BET, VH1, the whatever. Y'all really thought it was smart to bring them on the show, and for what?
It's not interesting.
It's not interesting. It's not. I don't feel like looking at him trying to slew through 2.5 baby mamas. I'm not looking forward to her over there with the feet king and queen over there. I'm not looking forward to any of this. This is stupid.
All right. Well, Zoe Brinks finally meets with Ching Diamond, which I was happy to see. Ching finally explained herself without going off. I said, if you would have explained yourself like that when if someone's your friend, if someone's my friend, even if they piss me off, I'm more likely to talk to them with respect or calmly than I am to go off on them, if that makes sense. So I don't understand why people be like, well, you got offended, so I cussed you out. You wasn't really a friend then. Because if you really value somebody, you're going to find a way to watch your mouth. No pun intended. But she basically was like something about a street code. I said, girl, my daddy went to jail. One of my cousins just got out. Congratulations and shout out to Will. I got multiple cousins sitting in jail right now. My best friend, Free Chop till it's backwards, is sitting in jail right now. I got people, I done been to jail before. I got people in my life that's been to jail, in jail, or probably on their way to jail. And yeah, it's tragic. And I think it's a tragedy in the Black community, especially. But her saying, yo, nigga, a jailbird when he is a jailbird don't go against jail code or street code. I don't know. Maybe the streets of Omaha is different. Maybe the cold that y'all get in the wintertime changes things, but it's not. You sound fucking stupid. If you're going to be that sensitive about going to jail, don't hit your lick or whatever move you busted to end up in jail. That's just how I feel, Ching Diamond. So stop. Ain't nobody gonna coddle a bitch who chose not to follow the law. Because it sounded like your mama was doing it with the rap to take care of you and you didn't have to go to the hood shit. As quiet as it's kept. Ching gives me somebody who wants to be hard and is leaning into it because she ended up in jail, but really wasn't that way. Sorry, not sorry. But they are talking and Zoe explained to Ching, she was like, I wish you would have warned me that jail was such a triggering thing for you, instead of just going all bad on me instantly. And I was like, Zoe, very good. We starting out right. That was a fair response. And Ching tries to say that she got Zoe 1 million views. And like it was a friendship. And this is where things went left. Because Zoe was like, bitch, we went viral because they was fat shaming us, which was the honest to God truth.
Yes.
Because it was bothering Zoe and impacting her, and Ching started to get annoyed with how bothered Zoe was about that. But
Yep.
I saw those posts online. They did get fat shamed. That's all people talked about. Memes, gifts, everything. So there's a difference. Like, I'm not saying their music wasn't good and they're not talented, but nobody paid attention to it. They was looking at your weight. And unfortunately, when you're in the public light, people are going to look at your weight. It sucks, but it's just the way that it is. It's just the way that it is. Just like some people will prefer a YouTuber that may be a lighter complexion or have a straighter hair or things like that. It's just life. It's the world. But things entirely go left. Ching then says that she is loving hip hop. I said, girl, this is your second season. How the fuck are you loving hip hop? You just got here. You're not even from the city that this show is based at. You're from Nebraska. I don't even know what's in Nebraska. I can't name one thing other than Omaha. I think they're famous for cheese. Or is that Wisconsin?
That's Wisconsin.
Yeah, so I can't name one fucking thing about Nebraska. So no shade to anybody in Nebraska. But I'm like, Ching, you talk about you are loving hip hop and you just got here. Stop. Ching lost her mind when Zoe was like, okay, whatever, find your baby daddy. She lost her mind, flipped the table. You think it was Teresa Giudice with times 4. Because, my God, she flipped the table. And, you know, Zoe didn't have to call Ching insecure. She didn't. But honestly, the way Ching came for Zoe last time, bitch, you lucky I'm even having a conversation with you. And she is insecure. Because that's why she's flipped out after hearing that she don't know who her baby daddy is. Because she is insecure. She probably one of them big girls that'll sleep with whoever.
And then no, I don't think. I think it's even deeper than that. I think that she doesn't want to have a flaw in her relationship with Marquez, and that is a flaw. Not knowing that if he's the real father or not, that is a flaw. So that is another trigger for her that nobody really knows until they say it. Because as soon as she said that, that's when she goes, "Oh shit, you talked about the man I love, and yes, this is his baby." Because in her mind, this is the perfect world.
It's the same thing. Last season they got into it because the man came up. Now it's the same thing. So it has nothing to do with jail, fake bitch. It has to do with the fact that
the man. Yes, but I was just gonna. Yes, like, you okay? Because I was right there with you. She is
insecure as fuck because not Ching fat neck ass pissed me off, but it's this. She took no accountability. I don't think Ching is accountable at all because if she was, you wouldn't be sensitive about a nigga that you don't have a relationship with. Just because you call it a relationship and you may have an agreement with another person that you're in a relationship doesn't mean you're actually in one. People just like to put labels and titles on any fucking thing. Her and this man ain't had a relationship. It sounded like she talked to him while he was in jail. He cheated on her left and right, going in and out of jail. They broke up, got back together. If you doing all that breaking up, getting back together, all of this, you ain't got a relationship. Stop.
You know, and the thing about it is that I get he's cute. I totally get that, Ching. I totally get it. But at the same time, the relationship ain't ever went nowhere. It has not went anywhere. There's no elevation to it. There's nothing. The only thing that y'all did is brought now another human being into this world, and y'all sitting up here doing this ignorant shit on TV, which I'm sure we're going to see.
Sister's phone because she,
yes,
like, wait, she gonna get upset again, and I'm looking at the sister like, girl, you got a lot of energy in this.
Right, I clocked it because I remember I asked the question on your live. I said, "Did you fuck this man too?" Because her energy is wrong, y'all. I'm sorry. Her energy gives, I done fucked this man before or after Ching got to him. So, yes, I'm questioning that too. And I'm just like, look, I'm not going to go crazy over somebody that I don't even know if that's the story.
Don't go crazy over nobody if it's not your wife or your husband. Because if that's the case, especially if you in the mode of dating, people going to be going crazy over niggas constantly every few years. It's too much. And you are correct. Zoe didn't tell one lie. I like Zoe. I feel like Zoe's trying to grow. Zoe Brinks, a couple seasons ago, if that table would have flipped, would have been trying to get to her. She didn't even fight security. I was looking at Zoe. I was like, okay, things have changed. And she probably can't because when you have surgery, you can't just be moving around the way you think. Even if it was months ago, you just cannot move the way you want to. But the last thing we see on this episode, y'all, is I guess it's supposed to be a crescendo or like an exciting moment. We're going to see Rada meet with Nadia. I think that something is wrong with Nadia, and I think that women like her should be arrested. I don't see the use for her unless we're like testing shampoos and stuff. Like, why test them on animals when people like her exist? Just saying. But we're going to see these two talk. Rada, your makeup looked great. But you can't say, look what the trash drug in, when you literally provided the trash bag, the trash can, the dumpster we carry it to. Like, this is your own doing. So
Exactly.
I'm not excited about it, but that's it for this episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami. I do appreciate you guys. You guys have shown up and showed out for this season thus far in terms of people watching, especially the replay gang. I appreciate you. We are now going to be heading into our next live, which is on the Watch Your Best Friends channel. That is Watch Yo, like James's channel, and then B3ST, like Mrs. Best Friends, spelled regularly. Please check it out. We're going to be going over our icebreaker live, introducing ourselves, all of those good things. Other than that, did you have anything to add, James?
No, I'll see you guys all over there. I'm excited about this. So we'll see you guys there.
I could tell he's just trembling in his boots with excitement. Other things, I'll be back live on my channel again tomorrow to go over the Housewives of Beverly Hills as well as the Valley Persian style. And then we'll be collabing with Kiwan JTV on Saturday for Love During Lockup. But other than that, peace, love, hair grease, and we'll see you next time. Adios.